Well, fired up, excited, be able to get back in the NCAA tournament first time since 2014 is amazing. It was a magical week out in Vegas. Our fans fueled us. Obviously, winning 4 games in 4 days is very, very hard, but we're playing great basketball right now, and really, really proud of all the hard work that has gone into when you walk into a situation that is sub 300 in the net, and then 3 years later you're in the NCAA tournament. It's been a lot of hard work, and our staff has done an amazing job of recruiting and building a team that's obviously competing now, has won a conference tournament championship, and now going to NCAA tournament. So really excited.
Question. Did you have a moment last night after all the stuff? Because you're doing a million press conferences and all this, to just sit and kind of soak it in with your family, your inner circle?
Yeah, very much so. It's been a long year, I think, because we started off so great, and I think when you have just so much information at your fingertips, they're in, and it's January 20th, and it's like that's not really decided then, but you didn't want it to slip away. And you had that Air Force game that just rocked my world personally. It really did. I mean, it was hard to walk out of here. I knew our fans were upset. We felt we'd let them down. We felt we may have blown a opportunity to get to the NCAA tournament, but our guys responded in a big way. And so, yeah, our family, we got together. A lot of smiles and a lot of tears. There's so much emotion, and very, very, when you had to make a decision like this to kind of pick up and move your family to a place you didn't know real well, it was very, very rewarding.
You've been through this before in terms of being selected in the NCAA tournament, and there's no reason for nerves because you have the automatic qualifier. But as things are kind of going along and you're seeing, Colorado State gets in the play-in, in Dayton and Boise, same deal. Are there kind of any, weird feelings as you're kind of watching it play out, and you do kind of get some nerves?
My nerves were more for St. John's, honestly. They weren't. I knew we were in the, I knew we were in the NCAA tournament. So no, I was. I wanted to play Friday just because we had played 4 games in 4 days. So I was fortunate with that. But no, other than that, I was kind of rooting for 2 teams there. So I'm just very, very grateful and appreciative to be playing in the NCAA tournament.
In terms of the rest of the league, in terms of how other Mountain West teams are seeded, what are your kind of thoughts on how that all?
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, obviously having Colorado State and Boise State being the last 4 in is interesting. Our league. I think our league needs to be proud, extremely proud of the fact that we got 6 teams in. So we can't forget that. The storyline will be that the league was underseeded. We got 6 teams in the NCAA tournament. That means we have a damn good league. As I've said many a times, we need to parlay this historic year into future success into all these programs to continue to make them better. Because if we want to compete with these other leagues, we got to have the resources to do that. And that's top to bottom. So we got to utilize the success to continue to build on it.
What was it that turned this team? I mean, after Air Force, something clicked with the team. I mean, it's like they were getting better every game. And then the last game, House kind of takes it upon his shoulders because you've got flu with Gant and Mashburn's hurt. I mean, that was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
What happened to this team to make him better?
I think the Air Force game was hard. You walk off your court, your fans are upset with you. That's challenging. Social media is always going to attack everybody whenever you lose. That's not just our fan base, but I know those guys read it, and I think it probably brought us closer together. We had to band together and say, block out the noise. Fans they're always going to be upset when you lose a tough game at home like that. Like, that's understandable. But I think our guys understood, we got to band together. I don't think we went into Vegas thinking we had to win it. Maybe we did. But our guys have always performed pretty well on a big stage. And then to have Donovan have the flu the last 2 games there, and he really battled. He played 12 minutes, and that was 12 that we needed because he was really struggling. He's even struggling today getting home this morning. So I just think adversity hit, and that's what a true team is all about.
You talk a lot about the fan base and the passion that these people have, but you have thousands of people in Las Vegas. Then you fly home, and there's thousands of people waiting for you at the airport, and they come here. What's that like to get off the airplane where you probably had slept in a few days and there's all these people just lining the way?
Yeah, emotional, extremely emotional. Very similar fan base, in my opinion, to Kentucky, and I grew up around it. Kentucky was the type of fan base who would be waiting at an airport for you when you're getting off the plane. There were charter flights, though, Kentucky had. I got to remind Eddie of that. But, that was just special. And with our fans, like, you can truly tell it means something to them. Like, it really does. I mean, I had people coming up to me crying, hugging me and crying and wanting autographs. I mean, Jack signed like 30 autographs. My son, Jack, like God's honest truth. So that's what makes this place special. The fan base is so far ahead of what we're trying to do. If we can continue to improve everything that we're doing to catch up to them, it could be really special.
Right before you walked in, JJ let us know, ESPN's Jeff Borzello, he tweeted out that apparently you guys, automatic qualifier, were actually one of 5 bid stealers. Do you just have any reaction to that in some ways?
No, I don't care. I'm just happy to be in the NCAA tournament. So I have no reaction. I mean, we earned it. We won 26 games. We won the conference tournament. And we're fired up to play Clemson.
Comments on Jalen House? I mean, that last game, wow.
Yeah, it's almost it almost came full circle because I think people were frustrated that I was playing Jalen House and Jamal Mashburn Jr. They wanted me to bench him, and there were games where they were not playing great, but they were the ones that came here without ever seeing campus, without ever coming to Albuquerque. They believed in me. They believed in our staff. They endured a tough first year. They were the ones that brought this program back. And Mash amazing in the first half, and then Jalen obviously making winning plays down the stretch. So it was almost fitting that they were able to kind of put a bow on an amazing, couple of years here, and to go win us a championship and get us in the NCAA tournament.
You play on Friday. I don't know if today counts as like an NCAA mandated like off day and whatnot. What does kind of the schedule look like?
Yeah, today's off. We'll give them off tomorrow, too, obviously, because we just had a long, long week. They got school, everything like that. So hopefully get a little rehab, get a little rest, and then we'll leave Wednesday. So we'll be back at it Tuesday, Wednesday. It becomes a long week with all the media stuff, this and that. So I want them mentally and physically ready to go.
Coach, what do you think this means for New Mexico as far as being able to stand your ground in the Mountain West tournament, become champions, and head to NCAA tournament?
I think it's I think this year put us back on the map. I think New Mexico's had some tough times, and now we can continue to build and sell to our current players, because you're going to have to retain them, as well as future recruits about just how special this place can be. Recruits want to play at a place where people care, and all you do is show them pictures of coming off the plane and see all those people sitting in the hall, in the lobby of the airport waiting to greet us. Like, that's special. I don't take that for granted. I appreciate that. So it's only going to continue to strengthen this program moving forward. And who knows what happens, starting Friday too. Crazy things can happen as well.
What do you know about Clemson?
Nothing. I know I know they're good, but I don't know much at all.
You used to coach for the ACC school?
I never coached in the ACC.
They're big.
We were in the Big East, yeah. I know Clemson's a beautiful place. I know. I don't know much about their roster. I mean, I know Coach Brownell's done a great job. He's had a high level of consistency. But other than that, I haven't watched much. I'll dive in tonight. I'll figure it out.